My thing is, luckily, thank God, I've always been a pretty joyful person. And when you look at the tragedies in my life and how I would approach moving through life with all the tragedies, I try to use what's happened to me. It helps me remember we're not promised another day. I mean, get the most out of life that you can.
Country music star Luke Bryan debuted his hit single, All My Friends Say, back in 2007. Over the next 14 years, he released 7 studio albums, recorded more than 20 #1 singles, took home 10 ACM awards, including 3 for Entertainer of the Year.
This is the defining moment of my life.
And recently finished his 4th season as a judge on American Idol.
This is the first time in 4 years that just someone singing made me cry.
Today, the 45-year-old singer-songwriter, husband, and father of 2 is about to release his latest project, Luke Bryan, My Dirt Road Diary, a 5-part docu-series which premieres August 6th on IMDb TV.
I remember me and Caroline sat in our house and I just started crying. All of this work, truly, it was all worth it.
The series promises to give viewers a backstage pass experience, which includes a deeply personal look at how Luke's life was shaped by major tragedies: the loss of his brother Chris in 1996 and his sister Kelly in 2007.
Certainly, this docu-series honors and tells a story of who they were in relation, certainly, to my life and how they kind of grew my life too. I mean, my brother was just the first time anything like that had rocked our family, and it was an earthquake to our family nucleus. And it was the first time I had ever truly sobbed as a I mean, I was 19, so I was kind of a man, but you know, it put me into a whole nother realm of reality, and this is life. This is precious stuff we're dealing with, and I never really got to spend and really be his friend and his brother. I was always the little brother. And my sister was a totally different dynamic because she was like another mother to me. Somebody that was just always checking on me, wanting to know, you know, this and that and how I was. But the Kelly had some children that she left behind. I mean, so we get to live through her with her children, and we see so many things in her children that remind us. So, I mean, I could go on and on about all the dynamics of losing Chris and Kelly, but then the main thing is you truly never get over it. You truly never you never settle in your mind that it's happened. I mean, it's always there. It's always circulating.
In 2014, 7 years after Kelly's passing, her husband Lee also died, leaving behind their 3 children, 19-year-old Jordan, 16-year-old Chris, and 13-year-old Till. Naturally, Luke and his wife Caroline were there to help.
And losing my brother-in-law Lee was just, it was as tragic as losing Kelly and Chris. I mean, Lee had been in my life since I was 7 or 8 years old, and losing him put us in a situation where we must figure out what to do with he and Kelly's 2 daughters and their son. And so we immediately and the whole family, I mean, we immediately rushed in and started trying to do the things to help the kids the most. And Till, our nephew, decided he wanted to come live with us, and we were so honored that he wanted to do that. And we were living in our guest house on this farm, and we totally had to scramble, get him a bedroom made, and those, you know, it was a challenging time for him. We just spent a lot of time really giving him what he needed. I mean, my wife had, so many nights with him, just helping him talk out his grieving process. And the girls, they stayed in Georgia, and they stayed with friends, and it was just constant phone calls to handle their challenges and things that they're dealing with. And so it was challenging, but it was just a part of life.
It was also a major life change for Luke and Caroline's two young sons, Bo, who was 6 at the time, and Tate, who was 4.
Well, they woke up and they had a big brother, and what's interesting is, I look at Bo and Till's relationship, and it was very, very similar to me and my brother's relationship, because I was just kind of the nagging little brother. But they still have a brotherly bond. But I can see that gap closing. Now Till and Tate are, Tate sleeps with Till every night. And there's even some stuff on socials where we posted where Till surprised Tate coming home, and it's just amazing. When your kids are healthy and safe and happy and can wake up every day wanting to do things that inspires them and allows them to have fun, what more could you want out of your kids, and certainly their relationship with one another.
Till is now 19, and over the years, Luke has clearly treasured being his uncle, friend, and father figure.
Well, gosh, he calls me Uncle Luke, but he calls me Luther, because my middle name's Luther, and he's always like, "What you doing, Luther?" So there's a lot of names he calls me. But with him, it morphs into, we're hunting and fishing buddies, and there have been times that I had to represent what I know his daddy would have wanted to do. When I saw him doing something that was a blatant violation of his daddy's code and his mother's code, because nobody knew him better than me. I went right in and we handled it, and I explained to him, this don't work with us, and this don't work with your mom and dad, and it ain't gonna be that way. The main thing is when you wake up and you really feel a lot of responsibility for your sister's children and your brother-in-law's children. That takes a toll on you, but it's an amazing toll. But it makes me lace up my boots every day even harder. And the toll I would never say has been negative. It's just the toll is it makes me focus even harder to try to make everybody's life around me better. I hope I've helped them in feeling like there is somewhat of a place to call home. Those kids truly lost what they can call home. And the main thing is when they come to our house, they can walk around in a bathrobe with their hair up in a towel and be at home. And I feel like that some of my fortunes have evened out due to my misfortunes. I think it's all about the push and pull of life. And I even say it in the docu-series, when you have those good moments, you got to really, really enjoy them and love them and live in them, because that's what gets you through the down moments. But I don't feel the pressure of trying to be something more than I am. My brother and sister wouldn't have wanted that on me. They would want me to be rocking and rolling and doing life exactly the way I'm doing. It's being me, staying what I am, and bringing a bunch of hopefully amazing memories and circumstances around our family unit.
Luke and Caroline first met at Georgia Southern University in 1998 and soon became college sweethearts. They were married in 2006, and this December, the couple will celebrate their 15th anniversary.
Our relationship, our household's crazy. We have fun. Listen, I'm telling you now, we're kind of, there's some opposites attract that goes on a lot, and it makes us, I think it makes us drive each other crazy, but then it pulls us together too. And we really, in the grand scheme of things, we just have a ball in life and have a ball with our kids and try to really, she's always been the one that really isn't drinking all of my Kool-Aid, and I think that, when I'm getting, shined up and all this, she kind of pulls the reins back and she keeps it real. And I can't take my children anywhere where someone does not compliment them on their manners and behavior. And that is 1,000% her art. And I mean, it happens. And every time somebody does it, it makes me go, this is her. This has been a real big thing for her. She's always said, my children are going to know how to act and be respectful. And it really showcases, and I try to let her know when those moments happen, because that's a big thing. I mean, I think listen, I like to go fish and hunt and stuff. When I get granted that extra day to go hunt and fish, that makes me fall in love real quick. My career phase it's a really special place I'm in, career-wise, because I don't really have to feel like I need to go reinvent the wheel or reinvent something to complete my life as a country singer. I feel like if this right here, quit working in the morning, I couldn't sing again. I'm so blessed by what I've been able to achieve. I've done everything I've ever wanted to do in music. I mean, my true focus is to continue to work hard and write great songs. I mean, if I can write great songs that people can have fun to, and then still tell challenges in my life, tough stories, loves, the ups and downs and stuff like that, I'm still wanting to write those songs. Whatever the fans like, I'm about getting on stage, making music for the fans, my fans, potential new fans, and really being content with that. If it sounds complacent, it's not that, it's content. I just want to be a content person. Like when I walk out on stage right now, I'm truly having more fun on stage right now than I ever have, because I know I can do it. I know I can do it. I mean, the first 3 years of me headlining, you don't know if you can do it. You have to go prove to yourself that you can do it. And that's not fun, really. It's very challenging, and it's very nerve-wracking, and it's a lot of pressure. But another thing is all of that pressure affects your ability to be your best. Now, the lack of pressure can truly make me my best. I think as people see this docu-series, they read the People magazine cover, they've learned, I think if I have any pressure in my life, it's for people to go, that guy's still out there smiling and digging through this crazy thing each and every day. And if I can inspire people to move on from tragedy, hopefully by my behavior, that's what life's all about for me.